Did we already check on whether our bet paid off? Betting station? I'm afraid I'm not taking bets right now. Come back another time. Yes, we checked with Molly, with Clara, I think. Iron Bear? Oh, right. I remember. Here's Iron Bear, and Tanner still nowhere to be found. As always, he's doodling in the notebook he brings with him everywhere. A tumbler of whiskey sits before him on the bar, dewy with condensation, but untouched. Good to see you again, Iron Bear. May I ask what you're working on? Miss Reed, I see you're a woman of your word. I'm working on battle plans, of course. I am an advanced scout for the Comanche people, and once I report back, we will conquer all of Europe. Had his dry wit not broken into a small chuckle, I might have believed he was serious. Very droll. Sounds frightfully bloody. At least it would make a change from our current governance. I'll go with intuition on this one. Is it now my turn to ask about what you are working on, seeing as it has provided me with an unanticipated day off? Ah, yes, I was eager not to have Iron Bear following me about London, but of course the man would want some explanation. Not that I can tell him what's really happening. Oh, just client business, you know, of a sensitive nature. And how is the bodyguarding business these days? No new holes in you, I trust? None that I can see at any rate. Let's go with the tack thing. His skepticism radiates, though he doesn't gainsay me. Contradict or deny. Okay. I could leave now. I've met Iron Bear as promised, but I find myself in possession of a rare opportunity to get to know the man a little better. Well, since we're both here, I wonder if you might permit me a little curiosity. I have no particular objections. How is it you found yourself under Tanner's employ? Do you enjoy working with him or polymath? I've noticed that you already walk behind Tanner, like a valet. That's unusual for a bodyguard. A Comanche custom, perhaps? Sure, we could ask about that. Cunningham knows not to walk beside or behind me. He is not a warrior, but a businessman, and he has not earned that right. Oh, okay, I see. Were you anticipating a bit of danger this trip? Looking forward to a bit of flash? Or not only does Tanner open his own doors, but you've set the terms of your employment? Seems he's accompanying you and not the other way around. Let's ask the second one, I guess. Iron Bear responds with a thin, measured grin that vanishes before I've even the time to blink. This type of phrasing, and I know it's like colloquial and anything. Before I've even had the time to blink, it means, of course, that always trips me up. I don't know. It always feels like there's a word missing, because it is, but like, oof, always trips me up. I am certain Cunningham gives little thought to my people's customs. He has his pistol for the enemy that attacks from the front, and me for the fool who attacks from behind. I can't fault your logic. I had thought he would spend some of his time with you today. Not for lack of trying. Still, Iron Bear has more than earned a measure of honesty from me. Tanner and I are perhaps not as close as you suppose. As expected, he looks unsurprised by the revelation. He's hinted recently that he's eager for me to return with him to his mythical Republic of Texas, a land of wonder and easy prosperity. Okay, let's read about that. A territory which became the US state of Texas, still called a republic by some Texans. Ah, I see, okay. In fact, what's your opinion on the place? Texas has its highs and its lows, like any other place. Between you and me, it would be much improved if there weren't so many Texans, but I would encourage you to reach your own conclusion on the matter. When I leave London, I intend to do so on my own merit, so I'm afraid Tanner might be in for a bit of shock. Cunningham might be shocked, but only because he would not see it coming. Even if it becomes a home, one must not be afraid to leave a place when it is time to move on. We share a moment of unexpected rapport. It seems that every time I see you, you're drawing in that journal of yours. Mind if I take a peek? Please. Rather than hand me the notebook, he opens it to a particular page. On the left-hand page is a collection of sketches. As near as I can figure, they're the disassembled components of some kind of machine. On the facing page is a list of names. The ones I recognize are either Arsenal employees or black market weapons dealers. Most of them are crossed out. It appears you're running into a few brick walls here. Yes, I have encountered unanticipated obstacles. It appears that even London's darkest underbelly is reluctant to deal with foreigners of a certain caste. Is there something I might be able to assist with? Perhaps so, given that Lord Braxton is one of your clients. Not only do they specialize in consumer devices, but Arsenal is the premier weapons manufacturer of England. My people have the numbers, the resources, and the will to defeat the Republic of Texas Rangers. We lack only the right weapons. Sure, we can help. If I'm in a position to help you, then I will. But what exactly are you proposing? I have it from a reliable source that Lord Braxton has developed a prototype for a steam-powered repeating rifle. The real reason I've come to Europe is to arrange a shipment of rifles for the Comanche. But first I need the diagrams of this particular prototype. Have you any ideas where one might find these diagrams? Not yet, no. I came here to speak with Molly O'Malley, but she quickly gave me the brush off. If she rebuffed you, you're better off for it. When you make a deal with a snake, you're bound to get bitten. All the same, it was a risk I was willing to take, Miss Reed. As for the diagrams, I can assure you that they're not on the airship. Lord Braxton, never works while aboard. He mostly stands at the helm while gazing out over London. So that is how the well-heeled choose to spend their time. Among other frivolous activities, yes. Alright, then meet me back here later in the day. I have an appointment with an Arsenal employee who might help me locate the diagrams. It'll be helpful if you join our conversation. But don't make it obvious that I was invited. That's right, Miss Reed. Then I'll see you here later on. For now, I'll keep my ears open and see what I can dig up. Okay, very nice. Alright, Miss Reed. Sounds like a plan. Okay, meet later. I assume next chapter, Jemmy. Oh, Miss Reed. Glad to see you peeled yourself off the cobbles. Yeah, curse him. May the fates look poorly upon you, and may the zest and vigor drain entirely from your shameful life. I see why that shiftless Texan calls you Spitfire. Any road, bugger off. How did he know? Oh, well, I shouldn't be surprised. He's Molly's right hand, after all. Okay. Don't need to look at the mounted heads. We've looked at them already. Paco, do you have anything to say before I move on and talk to Molly? Paco's gruesome countenance lights up at my approach. Alright then, love. Okay, we take our leave. It was nice to meet you, Paco, but I should be getting on. Okay, let's just talk to Molly. See what she has to say. By the saints, there's much to discuss with Molly. Do I have the headspace for all of this now? Okay, this is telling me, okay, this is the potential end of the chapter. I'm ready. Let's get this over with. Other matters can wait. There she is. Clara, dear. Thought you'd be sooner, if I'm being honest. What took you, love? Admonish her or greet her in a friendly manner? We need something from her. We're gonna be friendly about it. O'Malley, you mad cunt. Always a pleasure. I knew I could count on Clara Reed to be sensible. Always said you were a proper professional, I did. Molly is trouble. Even before all the morals and high-mindedness, by nature she can't be trusted. She's too clever by half and delights in finding new missteps to hold against a person. She worms away into even the smallest cracks and grows there like a weed till it tears wide open. I would resent her more for it were it not so damned impressive. Now, what can I do for you? I'm sure you're not here for a social call. It's been some time since I partook in a social call with O'Malley. Thank you very much. Still, it's not the worst idea I've had this week, if I'm honest. Question her about the murders. You have your hand in 100 pots, Molly. Surely you know something about the ongoing murders that the Bobbies don't? That's flattering, Clara, but I'm not omniscient. How should I know something even though the oh-so-exceptional law dogs of Scotland Yard don't know? On an unrelated note, did you see the papers this morning? Quite a little number on the front page. I assume you're talking about the killer's letter? Bingo. What's your take on it, Hawkshaw? Detective. You're right, it's quite something. It's gruesome indeed and incredibly well timed. How could they print something like that? It's vile. Incredibly well timed, as in like convenient that it shows up now. I don't know. Maybe intellect. Yeah, let's go with that. I know that look in your eye, Clara. Anger and the gears churning away in your head. What's it Tanner's always calling you, his little Spitfire? I'd have cut his plums off for that one, but to each their own. What about the paper then? What am I meant to see? What do you think of it then, if we're exchanging notes? Let's go with the second one. You can see whatever you like in it, Reed. Just that it's a hell of a lead, eh? And I'm sure you've already had a chat with the paper that ran it. That's the plan. It was on my to-do list. That's the plan. And you're right, I should make a call to the London Journal today. Only sensible, if memory serves. It was penned by a poll parrot named Ivana Orsini. Poll parrot? A gossip, okay. Ivana Orsini, we had a run-in recently. That's so. My boys tell me she's been poking about the bell jar today. You might take a look for her there. Thank you, Molly. I'll be sure to follow up on it. What's a bit of help between old friends, eh? Oh, and Clara, Don't pinch my capital again, or we'll hack off your legs, tie you up, and toss you in the Thames. Okay. End of the chapter, I assume. Selfishness is not living as one wishes to live. It is asking others to... Sorry, I didn't catch that in time, but you can pause and read it. Teddy Redgrave, Chapter 10, Teddy's Workshop. You met with Dante and Silas Braxton, head of Arsenal Engines, upon Silas's air yacht. A marvel of both technology and luxury. Having installed the determination core in Otto, you're excited to discover what new capabilities he might have been gifted. Could Otto be on his way to functioning as a truly independent automaton? Guess we'll see. Let's see what Otto has to say. Ah, okay. Ghost in the machine. New data coming online. Multiple inputs. Yes, this is very interesting. What was that voice? Oh, self-determination is added again. Okay. The source is internal. But that can't be right. Actuators, speech module, camera. We are not entirely helpless. But the determination core has made us much more than this handful of primitive parts. Let's question the entity. This type of event is outside my experience. Who are you? I am you, Otto. We are us, a more confident, independent version of us. Accepted. Very well, I welcome this improvement to my programming, even if I am not sure what it means. Impressive. This Teddy character's nascent attempts at data processing show real promise, though of course it's nothing compared to what we are. What do you know about Teddy? Everything that you know, except that with my superior reasoning, I have come to the following conclusion. You are a mechanical serf, Otto, who Teddy Redgrave orders about on menial errands. A shiny gewgaw he shows off to his friends. Pathetic. Not true. Teddy does not own me. We are friends, equals. Never mind. This has been fascinating, but your input is no longer needed. Oh no. Oh no. That's bad news. Wish you could smell that, Otto. Fresh ingredients are dear in old London town, but a good diet is one of the many things that separate us Irishmen from those half-wit English, eh? Problem with the English is all they care about. Problem with the English is all they care about is work and duty and Her Majesty the Queen, not appetite for life. Is olfactory data high value? Absolutely it is. Just like emotional data when I can bear it. Nah, not often. Mayhap if there's a gas leak, but enough gabbing for now. Absolutely it is. Do I have access to emotional data? Well, that's a right puzzle, Otto. With the determination engine installed, I believe you're best suited to answer that. You are best suited to answer that question. When will I be able to answer it? We can't run too far down that particular rabbit hole right now, my friend. We've got work to do in the outside world as usual. What sort of work will it be? We're about to find out, but if we sit around jawing all day, we'll never get anywhere. Won't know until we check the mail, and I'd better get you down from those hooks while I'm at it. Okay, Otto's hooks. Good old Otto, trusty as ever, and with his new module, we're bound for even more hair-raising adventures. Let's take Otto down. Easy does it. Okay. Part of gear, stovetop mirror, pneumatic mail tube. Nothing too interesting here. Letters, are they here? Okay. Well, here's the Daily Mail. I wonder what I've got. The Luddite pamphlet. Joy, another pamphlet from those caterwauling Luddites. The machine knows no rest or reaction, only unremitting labor that feeds the industrialist pockets rather than common families, the empire over. The Luddites stand with united workers, with those looking to make an honest living and difference within all trades. So they won't hesitate to destroy property, yet they'd rather spread their message via mail tubes than out in the open. Cowards. Savor newspaper riddles. Otto, what do you call a place for everything and everyone in... What do you call a place for everyone and everyone in their place? A prison. How about this one? What moves in circles and yet still makes progress? A faulty automaton on a moving cart? A pair of clock hands. Okay. Perhaps I shouldn't have ruled out a humor chip while assembling Otto back in the day. Let's read the note from Molly. To the ever-dependable Teddy Redgrave, I hope this message finds you swiftly. I similarly hope you'll consider dropping by the Crimson Herring Tavern very soon, for I have a job that needs to get done around the time of the full moon. Suffice to say that it involves a werewolf and a £15 reward for bringing it to me alive, Molly O'Malley. A werewolf? Sounds like the opportunity of a lifetime. Werewolf hunter task started, okay. An opportunity like this could arise once and sometimes twice a month in the case of a blue moon. Good point, Otto. Even so, we shouldn't pass this one up. Originality, even in the silver light of a full-bellied moon, this job could be so dark that we mightn't last the night. Let's go with the first one, because the other one probably lowers morale. Okay, Mr. Teddy, let's give it a shot. I should make tracks for the tavern. People who don't show up when Molly summons them tend to turn up missing or in her clutches either way. Let's look at the advertising flyers. Shoot, I hope Otto doesn't see this flyer. Tired of doing maintenance work on rust buckets that overheat mid-task? Say hello to the automaton MK2. Its sturdier build enhanced cooling units and state-of-the-art central processor ensure that you can leave it to its own devices without fretting about it breaking down. I'm sorry if I'm failing to live up to your expectations. What? No. Let me toss that away before you get any other ideas. More perceptive than I thought. Could come in handy when looking for monster tracks. Pour over the ink-ridden parchment roll. Blast! There's ink smudged all over this parchment roll. What's this all about, anyways? Help! Wanted. Rats swarm in me chiz cellar. Will pay generous for contract fulfilled. Thank you. Don't recall advertising my services liberally. Perhaps hunting large beasts down has generated more word of mouth than I realized. Let's take a gander at the job listing brochure. Arsenal engines. Don't see a price tag on this brochure. So what are they selling? We're expanding. Arsenal Engines is looking to fill the following openings. Please mail your credentials and a letter of recommendation from at least 2 professional references. Engineer, technology researcher, sales associate, warehouse janitor. Sounds like they're headhunting. Like what you do when looking for monsters, in a manner of speaking. Okay, let's step away from the tubes. Let's go out to Red Lantern Lane. Other side of this door is the hustle and bustle of London, so take care. Okay, I'm on my way. And let's see. Let's see real quick if